In the light heavyweight division at UFC Fight Night, you got Vitor Petrino, Brazilian, coming in at perfect 7-0 and taking on Anton Turkalj, who comes in at 8-1 and lost his first UFC fight against Jailton Almeida, which is a tough introduction into the UFC. Both of these guys are a coin flip away from winning. It's 50-50. Now, Turkalj, 6'4" compared to the 6'2" Petrino. He's got a 1-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Now, Petrino so far lands about 4.9 significant strikes per minute. That's a high pace, high activity in Petrino. Turkalj, just 1.1 per minute, but he looks to get takedowns, averaging nearly 3 takedowns per round. But both guys limited action in terms of the stats. So those stats really don't matter here. Why? Because Petrino just had one fight at Dana White's Contender Series against Rodolfo Bellato, who he KO'd in the second round. So his stats should be inflated. On the other hand, the pleasure man, a.k.a. Anton Turkalj, has no takedown defense yet because he hasn't had to defend the takedowns. Well, actually, he did against Almeida, who took him down 3 times, but he couldn't stop not one of them. That's why it's at 0% right now. Now, Almeida submitted him quickly in the first round. He did beat Acacio dos Santos at Dana White's Contender Series, where he had 11 takedowns and still only won by 2 significant strikes in terms of that category. So it's a tough one to predict because with Anton, we don't really know what to expect. He could have all those takedowns. Petrino should be able to defend the takedowns well and land more significant strikes, but Anton Turkalj's got that extra gear, that extra factor, if you will, when you're making a prediction, because he does have the ability to completely take his opponent out of their fight. Not against well-established UFC fighters like Jailton Almeida, but probably against a guy like Vitor Petrino. So this is something that makes this prediction very tough, and kind of stuck in the middle on this one, but I'm going to go with Anton Turkalj and hoping he gets those takedowns. I'm always worried about the significant strikes. You know, it's hard for me to go with a guy who doesn't have a lot of significant strikes, but Anton has the ability to take his opponent completely out of their fight. It may not be pretty, but he can take his opponent down, hold him down, gain control time, look for submissions, and get the job done that way. So I'm going to lean with him in this fight to kind of grind out the clock, get a bunch of control time, and move to 9-1 by decision here in the light heavyweight division at UFC Fight Night.